Good morning, Enid. It is 7:30 on this Thursday, September 20th. Thank you for joining us. This is our fall fashion show. We're excited to kind of highlight some fall fashions for you as we get ready to move into fall in the cold or cooler months, I should say. Grab a cup of coffee and join us for the next 30 minutes. We've got all kinds of news, weather, and information. Erin's got all kinds of what's happening items for us to discuss, and our special guest will talk about fall fashion. So keep that in mind. This is Good Morning, Enid. It is time to rise and shine.
Good morning, Enid. Thanks again for joining us today. It is a lovely 71 degrees outside, starting to feel like fall weather, but let's take a look at that bus stop forecast to see if it will continue on. It looks like it's going to be a high of 91 degrees later on today and a low tonight of 70 degrees. Sunny skies for the most part, but overnight I have heard there are supposed to be some overnight showers, so keep on the lookout for that.
And our friends advance. The winds are out of the south at what, 20, 30 miles an hour today?
Yeah.
So it's really going to warm up. Let's take a look at the 3-day forecast. As Erin said, there's change in the air. And for our 3-day forecast, look at that. We go from 91 down to 72. My kind of weather. So for the weekend, looks very nice in the 70s. And open up the window with those 50 degrees in the morning. That's really nice. So let's take a look at on this day in history. It's always interesting to see the record highs and record lows. Thank you, Penn. Record high and low back 1944. Was 102, and then almost the freezing mark at 37 degrees in 1901. So those are the records on this day for September 20th in Enid, Oklahoma. Well, to my immediate left, our very special guest from Dillard's, the women's department, is Michelle Janzen. Michelle, good morning.
Good morning.
Appreciate you being here. Real quick, what is the fall colors of choice?
Well, the rich, warm colors of golds and oranges and reds are what's happening this year.
Explain to me what is rich and warm.
So when you're talking about orange, it's the oranges that you see in fall, like of pumpkins, you know, and the reds like cranberries, and the golds and the mustard colors of the yellow. So it's just kind of a warmer, softer tone of the color.
Okay.
Those
Very
all
good.
sound like food, so speaking of
Right?
food, we need to take a look at that school menu to see what the kids are going to be having today. It looks like they're going to be having pulled pork sandwiches, celery sticks with wow butter, steamed carrots, pickle spears, bananas, and milk. And it looks like Friday there's going to be no school, so fun week for the kids, I guess.
Did we determine what wow butter was?
I don't think we
may
ever
have to
figured it out.
we may have to go to the bow tie guy and ask him what wow butter is. We've had that discussion before. It just doesn't sound like, Erin, you want some wow butter?
I mean, I would eat it. It sounds exciting.
I'm not sure. Well, thank you for joining us on this Thursday at 7:33, and again, working our way up to 91 degrees. So if you're speaking of fall fashion wardrobe, I think shorts is in order for today because it's going to be a warm, kind of a windy day and the high around 91. Well, at this time, we typically go to one guy, and that's Derrick Silas, the bow tie guy, and he keeps us updated with the news and sports that happened overnight and what's coming around the corner. So let's go to the Oklahoma Minute.
Good morning, Enid. As a recap of this last week and the weekend, the mayor was honored as the 2018 Mayor of the Year in the state of Oklahoma for municipalities greater than 5,000. Congrats, Mayor Shuey. And the city of Enid honored Brett Baker, Leona Mitchell, and Don Haskins for their lifetime of service to the Enid community Saturday as their plaques were unveiled during the Walk of Fame ceremony. The widow of Don Haskins was there for the ceremony. Also, the Cherokee Strip Parade was held, and the parade will replay here on the Enid Television Network later next week. Former Enid High School star and NBA All-Star Mark Price has agreed to a deal to become an assistant coach for the Denver Nuggets, according to ESPN. Price is coveted for his ability as a shooting instructor who himself shot 40% from threes during his career. He previously consulted with the Nuggets in 2003, and he was the head coach for the Charlotte 49ers. Oklahoma City metro area residents soon could begin ordering groceries to be delivered from autonomous self-driving vehicles, a partnership between local Buy for Less brand grocery stores, which includes Uptown Grocery Company and San Francisco-based UDelv, was announced Thursday with plans to begin delivering next year. Thursday night, Tulsa will go up against Temple University in Philadelphia. It will air on ESPN. And Saturday, Oklahoma State will go up against Texas Tech in Stillwater at 6 p.m. It will air on Fox Sports. And the University of Oklahoma will go up against the Army at 6 p.m. in Norman. It will air on pay-per-view. And on this day in history, in 1963, President John F. Kennedy proposes a joint mission to the moon with the Soviet Union. And that's the Oklahoma Minute.
Very good. Thank you, Derrick. It's 7:36 on this Thursday morning and holding steady around 71 degrees, but it's going to warm up to be 91. Well, as you know, we miss our former co-host, Sarah Delangel. Well, Sarah's been busy.
Yes, she
Bless her heart.
has.
She's a full-time mom again, and we want to share some of the photos that we have here in our GME segment, and you can see the new pictures of Aiden. Aiden arrived on the scene just a few days ago. So congratulations to Sarah and her family. And I'm trying to think of their first son's name.
Adonis.
Adonis, there we go. So Adonis got a baby brother. So we welcome Aiden into the world, and we wish Sarah and her family the best. So again, if you have photos you want to share with us, like the Cherokee Strip Parade, you can just send them to gme@enid.org. There's our Holsteins. Check in the mailbox. gme@enid.org. Send your photos. And I want to compliment what Derrick said about the Walk of Fame ceremony. It was really an honor for both of us to meet the Don Haskins family. And they were just gracious folks, and we were just truly honored to honor them in the Walk of Fame. And Mary was such a sweetheart, the widow of Don Haskins. So we appreciate them coming all the way from El Paso, Texas to Enid, Oklahoma for that ceremony. So, okay, we know it's always a busy time, and Erin keeps us updated. So what's happening?
We have quite a few events. If you watched last week's show, I did mention a few of them. Starting us off is the Oklahoma Gun Show on Saturday and Sunday, running from 9 to 4 on Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday. It's at the Chisholm Trail Expo Center. It's the largest selection of guns and gears and unique items like knives and coins. So if you're interested in any outdoor sports or hunting or fishing, any of that kind of thing, definitely check out the Oklahoma Gun Shows. After that, we have the Enid Pride, and that is also on Saturday. It's at Government Springs Park North from 12 to 5. It's free admission and hosted by the Enid LGBT Coalition. It's a family-friendly event celebrating diversity in the community. There'll be music, vendors, food, and it's all a volunteer nonprofit organization, so also a great cause, and it'll be really fun. So that's another great event on Saturday. And then on Tuesday, we have the Main Street Mixer at Callahan's. It runs from 5 to 6. It's an event where you bring your business card or flyer to promote your business or an event that's happening nearby in the community. There'll be appetizers provided, but you can purchase drinks as well. After this, there'll be the Chisholm Trail Trolley called Trolley Bob available after for about 20 people to take the tour, featuring the shopping and dining partners of Main Street Enid. And that's directly after the mixer from 6 to 8. And finally, The Great Escape on Broadway, featuring Jay Owenhouse, the authentic illusionist, is happening on Wednesday. This is also a free event. If you've heard, Kevin will talk about it a little bit later, but Jay Owenhouse will also be having a show on Thursday night, so this is the sneak peek of it beforehand. It's at 7 p.m. He is going to be escaping the jaws of death in downtown Enid between the post office and the courthouse on Broadway Avenue. Basically what it is, to me, it looked like he was in a straitjacket upside down and there were jaws above him. So it looks like a very interesting event, to say the least.
Straitjacket upside down.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be fun, and his show looks like a lot of fun too. So that's what's happening this week and this weekend.
And you heard it straight from Erin. That looked like fun. Straitjacket upside down. She said that looked like
Fun
fun.
to
Not
watch.
me. Not me.
That's what I meant.
At 7:39, we have a very special guest, Michelle Janzen, with us from the Women's Department at Dillard's, and we're going to be talking fall fashion here for the next several minutes. But before we do that, hey, Stay close by, Michelle, because we want to look at this video and to get us into the mood for fall. I think we have some fall footage to show you right now.
So Michelle, kicking us off, I am interested in, since I still have a bunch of summer dresses in my closet, I was wondering if there are dresses that you can wear in both the summer and in the fall time.
Absolutely. There's a different color palette for the spring and summer versus the summer fall, but absolutely, if you pick up some of those more richer, warmer colors for the summer, then in the fall you just put a jacket with them and some boots with them, and you can put them into the early fall. You know, like this week, it's going into fall, but we definitely still have those summer weathers.
Yeah,
right.
in the morning you got to wear the jacket, but in the afternoon you can just wear the regular dress.
Yes, layering is great. Yep, that's exactly it.
Remember that, layering. Boy, that's tough for me to even say. You know, just layer the stuff up. That's the way it works. It's 7:41 on this Thursday morning. We want to say special thanks to Linda Dalton, also from Dillard's, and also our good friend, the manager out at Jeremiah's last name. Help me with Jeremiah's.
Jeremiah.
Sorry to put you on the spot. We know Jeremiah. Anyway, Jeremiah has been helpful to help us. And, of course, Erin's wardrobe. She's been wearing Dillard's clothes on the Good Morning Enid show, so we appreciate that. Again, our special guest, Michelle Janzen. Michelle, we're going to show kind of a fashion show here on television, and we have some young ladies that are going to model some clothes for us. So as we roll this footage, why don't you kind of explain what the fashion is, and there you go.
I will, right there. Aberdeen, that's the perfect color to transition into the fall with. This has a lightweight cardigan with a faux suede piping down the front. The floral split V-neck top has wide cuffs that can poke out from underneath, and the total color look of the slim leg pant and zipper detail. These all three pieces were from Calvin Klein. This is a Nygaard plaid tunic top with 3/4 length sleeves. Gold button detail adds some crispness to the outfit. Has slim leg pants with elastic waist. Very comfortable, simple, but fashionable. That's Emma there. She works in the betters department at Dillard's. This is another Calvin Klein duo. It's the focus is borrowed from the guys. It has a herringbone plaid longer vest, features zippered pockets. It's open in the front with a nylon collar. The white puff sleeves of the blouse with all of those beads, it gives us a little bit of a feminine look. Tailored leg trousers. And then here's Emma again. She has an Antonio Milani dress, higher neck with a tie at the waist. The floral is on a dark background with chocolate and ivory. You can see the rich dark colors, the browns and the golds. Her longer length skirt and booties really make that very fashionable. It's a classic silhouette look.
Special thanks to the models out at Dillard's in the women's department. Michelle, great job. A little play-by-play there. Very good. And we have learned Jeremiah does have a last name.
Yes.
And he goes by the last name of Shepherd. So, Jeremiah, you're watching. We know who you are. Anyway, Jeremiah Shepherd.
Those were all absolutely gorgeous outfits, but my favorite part of fashion is shoes. So regarding shoes, are boots in style, or is there any other shoe fashions that are in style right now?
Boots definitely for the fall and the winter, but what is still big are the little booties. Some of the booties that Emma had there that she was showing, booties are still in, and you can wear them through all winter. They're actually a fashion statement that they're wearing longer and longer. but tall boots are going to be definitely in when it gets closer to winter.
Now, I'm very fashion conscious. You said booties, and my first thought is the little booties that used to go on my daughter when she was about 6, 7, 8 months old. So that's not the same booties, right?
Right.
We're talking
No,
something
it's
different.
not. It's just the little fashion
Okay.
heel boots.
I
Yes.
might ought to catch up a little bit there. Okay. Well, forgive me for mentioning Thanksgiving so early. Here we are in September. But Michelle, what are some fashion suggestions for Thanksgiving? There'll be some dinners and not necessarily celebration parties or anything like that, but there will be a festive time. What are some recommendations for Thanksgiving?
So leggings or layering. Layering is very big, especially because you don't know what types of weather it's going to be. So if you have the long tunics, some long vests that you go over it, definitely some boots and some booties, but bring out the rich colors of Thanksgiving, you know, the pumpkin orange and the, you know, cranberries, as we were saying, the rich brown. So if you just bring out those fall colors that you see on the table and in your gardens and on the leaves, but wear them boldly. It'll be, you know, very great.
Because when I think of Thanksgiving, you know, I think of my jeans and my New England Patriots sweatshirt. You know,
Vikings sweatshirt.
The Viking sweatshirt, yeah, exactly. Okay. All right, Erin.
All right, well, since we're talking about all this fall fashion, another thing that I always have to think about is carrying all of my stuff, my makeup, my change of shoes, maybe even. What is in style for handbags? Are the big handbags still in? Is it more leaning towards smaller handbags?
You know what? It's an extreme from the small little handbags with the strap that you can cross over or carry on your shoulder
suitcase, right?
to big bags. Yep, oversized bags. Also, logo brands bags are really big. You know, we have some Calvin Klein and some Michael Kors bags, but definitely the big oversized bags that you can throw everything in and then you can't find anything when you need it.
Yeah, that's what I need. I need those big bags. I carry my whole closet with me, basically.
They're very fashionable.
Our special guest this morning from Dillard's in the women's department is Michelle Janzen, and 7:46 on this Thursday, September 20th, and we're working our way temperature-wise, not a fall temperature of 91, but the weekend is looking that way. Michelle, let me ask you this. I'm kind of the old school guy, and during the fall or at least colder months, I have a couple flannel plaid shirts. They're just very comfortable. I may have a t-shirt on and put that flannel shirt on. Why is the flannel or the, you know, those plaid shirts, why are they kind of popular in the
They still come
wintertime,
around.
if
I
you will?
think that it just reminds you of the warm, cozy, you know, feeling of fall. And they are in, and they're making, the plaid's making their way across the board. You saw that the plaid long
Right.
vest. And then Emma was wearing her tunic, and so it's in the softer colors. But yeah, I think it just gives you that nostalgic feeling of, you know, the traditional
That's
fall.
what it is, old school nostalgia. That's
Yes.
why I feel that way.
Yes.
So.
Well, you know what goes the best with plaid is jeans, in my opinion, and you can never go wrong wearing jeans because they're always pretty comfortable.
They
so
are.
I saw a lot of slim pants, slim jeans in the video. Is that in fashion, or are there other types of jeans?
Absolutely. The skinny leg jeans are very popular because they go well with booties and they go well inside your boots. So they are still very popular.
Okay. We'll have more with Michelle in just a few moments. We've got to do some other things for you on this Thursday morning. Thank you for joining us. And again, we want to say hi to our special friends around the globe. I know that we've had people watch us from Japan and also Germany because we live stream Good Morning Enid around the globe. So good morning, everyone. Thanks for being with us today.
Well, since we were talking about Jay Owen House earlier, I think we should send it to Kevin so he can tell us a little bit more about what other events are going on.
Welcome inside the Central National Bank Center. I'm the General Manager, Kevin Boryczki, and a lot going on. As you can see behind me, we're getting ready for Ronnie Millsap this Sunday here at the Central National Bank Center. Show starts at 7 o'clock. Tickets are still available. They start as low as $39. There's $39, $49, and $69, depending on where you want to sit. It's going to be a great show. How many times can you say you've seen such a country legend? 40 #1 country hits right here on the Central National Bank Center stage this Sunday, starting at 7 o'clock. So tickets are still available for that one. We also had two big announcements this week. On Monday, we announced Gary Allen will be coming here to the Central National Bank Center. That show will be November 30th. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. They start at $39 as well and go up to $99. Another great country performance here at the CNB Center. And then we announced Tuesday that the Harlem Globetrotters will be returning to the CNB Center. That show is going to be Wednesday, February 6th. Tickets go on sale for that on October 3rd. A great show for the entire family. Other things we have going on, September 27th, that's a Thursday coming up. Jay Owenhouse, the authentic illusionist, will be right here on stage behind us. Really amazing stuff. You kind of sit in your seat in awe, just wondering, how did that just happen? What just went on there? Really cool. Tickets for that start at only $29. There is a VIP meet and greet before the show if you want to do that. That is $69 for that and a ticket. Other things we have coming up, Matthew West Jeremy Camp. That show is on November 8th. Some great Christian music, a great night of worship and praise with Matthew West and Jeremy Camp. And then on November 27th and 28th, we have 3 shows of Paw Patrol, another great family entertainment, one of the hottest family shows going right now. That's November 27th and 28th. And then we also have on sale our Christmas show, the Gatlin Brothers, Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers right here on stage behind me on December 5th. We have a cool dinner going on before that as well, so you can do dinner and a show and really kick off the holidays in style. So a lot going on here at the Central National Bank Center. We have more to come. To check out everything going on here, cnbcenter.com. For tickets, you can go there, 855-TICK-ENID, or just stop down and see us, second floor Convention Hall at the Central National Bank Center. A lot going on here, and until next time, we send it back into the studio to you, Steve.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Here we are on September 20th, and we're a day away from Friday Night Lights. However, due to some weather, they're expecting a lot of heavy rain Friday and Saturday across the state of Oklahoma. So a lot of schools have moved their ball games from Friday night to Thursday night, especially in the Oklahoma City and the southern part of the state around Lawton and everything. They're expecting anywhere from 4 to 7 inches of rain down there in the next couple days. So they're moving Friday night games to Thursday. However, for our Friday Night Lights, as you can see right there, Westmore will be here to play the Plainsmen at Selby Stadium. That's on Friday, tomorrow night. I understand that the Chisholm and my hometown of Perry, they're moving that to Thursday due to the weather. But you can see all the Hennessy Alva will be another great game, Pioneer Pleasant, and you can just see all the exciting high school football games. And that's Friday Night Lights for Friday, September 21st.
Did Enid end up winning their homecoming game?
No, they did not.
Oh. All right. Well, in that case, we should learn some of the news from Derrick. So, Derrick, take it away.
Thanks, Erin. As a recap from last week, the mayor was honored as the 2018 Mayor of the Year in the state of Oklahoma for municipalities greater than 5,000. Congrats, Mayor. And the city of Enid honored Brett Baker, Dunn Haskins, and Leona Mitchells for their lifetime of service during the Walk of Fame ceremony Saturday. Also, the Cherokee Strip Parade was held, and the parade will replay here at the Enid Television Network later next week. Former Enid High School star and NBA All-Star Mark Price has agreed to a deal to become an assistant coach for the Denver Nuggets, according to the ESPN. And Oklahoma City metro area residents soon could begin ordering groceries to be delivered from autonomous, self-driving vehicles starting next year. Thursday night, Tulsa will go up against Temple University in Philadelphia. It will air on ESPN. Oklahoma State Saturday will go up against Texas Tech at 6 p.m. in Stillwater, and it will air on Fox Sports. University of Oklahoma will go up against the Army at 6 p.m. in Norman, and it will air on pay-per-view. This day in history, 1963, President John F. Kennedy proposes a joint mission to the moon with the Soviet Union. And that's the Oklahoma Minute.
And speaking in a minute, at 8 o'clock this morning, we have an interview that I had the privilege to visit with Corey Buller. Corey is the interim supervisor in our Parks and Recreation Department at the City of Enid. You see the picture right there. Corey talks about the upcoming cultural celebration that will take place in October here in Enid. So that's at 8 o'clock this morning. So, okay, let's get Michelle.
Yep, I have
back
one more
with us.
question for you.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of old prints, like animal prints, like leopard and snakeskin. Is that coming back at all?
Absolutely. Animal print is always in style. What's fun is accent, using it as an accent. So your booties, if you have some cheetah's the big print right now. So cheetah booties or a cheetah handbag or cheetah wraps. You know, you don't want to go head to toe, but great accents. You know, I think we've even got some animal print coats.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah,
That does sound like a lot of fun.
it is.
Speaking of animal prints, not in that kind, but we have my favorite part of the show, Charlotte, and she is showing us a little puppy named Key, spelled C-I. So take it away, Charlotte.
Hi, good morning. Today we have Key. Key is in Penn 17, and he is a neutered male. He's about 4 years old, and he is a black lab. He's really playful and smart, and he knows lots of tricks, like sit and shake, and he loves to play fetch. So come by and meet Key today. Again, sit. Catch it, ready? Good boy.
Thank you, Charlotte. Tuesday evening, I had the privilege of meeting Key. She's a really mild-mannered, just beautiful dog. So 249-4910, again, is that number to call if you've got a big heart and a big backyard for Key. We've been talking fall fashions this morning with Michelle Janzen. Michelle, we changed the topic here just a little bit. And earlier before the show, we were kind of talking about dress for success. So if a young woman just graduated from college, she's getting ready to move into the corporate world, if you will, do you have a recommendation? Should she invest in dresses or the suits or the slacks? I mean, what would be your recommendation?
So what's important to invest in is something that'll carry you through your wardrobe that you can mix and match. So skirts versus dresses.
Okay.
If you had a skirt with the matching jacket and it's the suit, then it's great to pair that same jacket with several dresses so that you carry out the pieces throughout several different looks. We have many Calvin Klein skirts and jacket suits that have quite a few matching dresses that you can go with them, because when you're in an office setting, usually they want you to wear a jacket over your dresses. So that's kind of going to make your money stretch a little bit farther for those that are just starting out and want to dress fashionably.
This may make Erin a little bit uncomfortable, but she is modeling wardrobe, if you will, from Dillard's. Can you kind of explain?
This is an Antonio Milani jumpsuit, and jumpsuits are very fashionable and they're very flattering. And Erin has a long, sleek, slender body, and so it just totally sets it off when you have that black jumpsuit. But it's very, very nice on you.
And it's very comfortable, so
Yes.
that's what I'm always looking for.
Yes. Yes.
So, in recapping, Michelle, fall colors, the fall fashion trends for this year, are they any different than last fall, or do you see anything different, or is it different about the same?
I think they're a little bit richer, more reds in there this year, and bolder styles, bolder looks. So, and the long, flowing covers and stuff. So, yeah, I think they're richer. They're gives you a little bit more color.
Okay. Well, speaking of fall colors, let's see if we can do this real quick. The 3-day forecast, we could have done that earlier. See if we can put that in there now. Erin, how's it look for? It looks like fall temperatures.
Well, yeah,
doesn't
it's
it?
starting to be. It's going to be fall on the 21st, 22nd, right? So these
Right.
fall days are starting to show up. The 72 degrees, 73. Looks like we're staying in the 70s for the highs, and the lows are dropping down to the 50s and 60s. So it looks like it's going to be a wonderful weekend. Except Friday, there's some thunderstorms, but overall, it's definitely starting to change. The leaves are probably going to start changing colors too soon.
Times they are changing.
Yes.
Well, it's almost 7:59 on this Thursday morning. We appreciate you joining us here on Good Morning Enid. Michelle Janzen, thank you for being with us, and hopefully you'll come back and will keep us updated on some of the
would
other
love to.
fashion trends. And
Yes.
special thanks to Linda Dalton and also to Jeremiah Shepard and for their willingness to help us out on Good Morning Enid. Make it a great day, everyone. Erin, have a great
Thank
day
you.
too.
Thank you, Steve.